I decided I'd finally make that Draw My Life video, because, I don't know. I said it'd take a lot of time, but I don't think it. Don't make fun of my face or my flabby two chins. Okay. I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm being raised in Dunlap, Tennessee. It first started out with me, my mom, and my brother. And then my mom got a boyfriend who didn't like me too much. He yelled at me and called me a horrible child and hit me a lot. Then my mom agreed for her and my brother to move to New York City with her boyfriend, and I stayed with my dad in Tennessee. I came home one night and my dad's house was on fire. So he had to move to an apartment in town, and then soon afterwards he became bedridden. So I had to move in with my grandparents, which wasn't all too fun for me, but they loved it. But my grandfather didn't like me too well. He said that I was too loud and he hated me. And he kicked me and punched me and did a lot of other things to me. But then my mom and my brother came back and I was happy again. And then she got a new boyfriend, and at first he liked me. So I thought it'd be nice to have someone as a father figure in my life. I still had my father, but I couldn't see him very often. So every weekend I got to go see them at their house and stay with them and go to church. But my brother didn't look all too happy, and I didn't understand why. And then I understood that our stepfather was abusive. He'd hit me and punch me and hit private areas of my body, and he told me if I told my he told me if I told my grandparents or my father that he'd do worse to me. And during this time, I was also getting made fun of at school. They called me a fat ass, stupid, mental, pretty much every name in the book. And then a couple weekends later, I remember my stepdad locked me in my room with no source of light at all, and he knew I was afraid of the dark. And I was literally locked in there in pitch black all night. I couldn't open the door. I couldn't open the windows. I couldn't do anything. And then at school, I went into class one day to see that there was a nail in my water bottle. And everybody was saying that if I drank it, I'd finally die. So when I came home, I wanted to kill myself really bad. But then I went on YouTube and I found Damon Fizzy, and he saved my life. And then my father asked what Jimmy did to me, because he knew I was acting strange, and he knew it was because of my stepfather. And I told him everything he did to me.
Yeah.
And a couple years later, when I was 10, I remember coming home to 3 ambulances at my house. And the policeman told me that my father had died. I remember everything about the funeral, the music, the pews, where I sat, the lighting, the casket, and my pastor's speech. And then 2 years later, I found the Hunger Games, and I became obsessed. It was my first love. And I started to love books. And this past summer of 2012, I became seriously depressed. I could barely get out of bed, and I started to cut myself. I had 30 cuts up my arm and 5 on my legs. But now I've found friends, books, and God, and music. Music is my life now, and it has saved my life in so many ways. And I found my internet friends, which are you guys. And I love you so much. And you don't know how many times you've saved my life. Thank you.